mechanical calculator that it's 500 quid if you divide 1,000 by 2.
Well, that dart that bounced down nearly ended up in Cardiff. It bounced so far to the left of the stage. Machin was almost off the stage trying to retrieve it.
Oh, good visit. Perfect visit. Brilliant darts from Machin. That's his 11th of the tournament.
And perfect timing just to get him back into the leg.
58.
He snuck up on Phillips here.
90.
He certainly has.
Well, a position of relative comfort for Phillips as all of a sudden, courtesy of just 3 darts from Machin, the leg has turned on its head and now bullseye.
Oh, you cannot get better than that. A 180 and then 90 with the bull. What a fantastic exchange that was from Peter Machin from 270 in a brilliant array of fine dart throwing, winning the leg.
Yes, his finishing's been strong all tournament, hasn't it?
48.
And it's not letting him down so far here.
Yeah, his finishing has been exceptional, but to me that was exceptional amongst exceptional
85.
finishes. It was the 180 as well. It was so measured. Brilliant.
A clash of styles, this final, John, I think it's fair to say. Machin a lot more measured in his approach, whereas Phillips likes to get on with it.
Yes, indeed, as I said when they first came on the stage, I felt that was more spontaneous, if you like, Martin Phillips, than Machin, who's measured is the word, prepares himself in his own good time. Served both well, of course, in this tournament.
Well,
it shows that different styles
134.
as it can in, of course, any sport.
Well, they say opposites attract. And
Yes.
I think this match does have the
100.
potential to go a long way. And of course, being an impartial watcher of this, I hope it does, of course. Hope we get a final that this tournament deserves. We've seen some wonderful darts over the last 4 days, some real standout matches, standout performances. And are we going to have a fitting finale?
80.
Well, he took out 270 with 6 blistering darts. Very unlucky there.
120.
Same sort of scenario, changing the leg with that visit. Now Martin Phillips has got to rely on Peter Machin not
100.
taking out 60,
Peter, you require
and
60.
therefore not going 3-1 up. And this for double top to open up a touch of daylight. Double 10. Yes, refocus the glasses. They slightly slid down as he bent down to pick the dart up.
50.
And might well have affected his
Require
rhythm there.
36.
Well, that leaves double 17, not what he wanted. Double 17,
Short
yes.
in the fourth leg. Martin
Well, it may
Phillips.
not be what he wanted, but it's what he's got, and he
Fifth
dealt
leg,
with it
Martin
exceptionally
Phillips.
well. Break back
Emo.
there for Phillips. I think it was a pity that drop dart from Machin, because I genuinely believe as he bent down to pick it up, the glasses dropped just down the bridge of his nose. So he had to, and in a way, it upset his rhythm. The whole lot upset his rhythm. That's not to say he would have got the double 10, but the way he's been throwing, I think he'd have had a better chance.
87.
Yes, I think Phillips would be right to feel a little bit let off there in that last leg.
81.
Come on, he
Swings
says.
and roundabouts.
There are swings and roundabouts just down the road. I saw them when I came to Barry Island the other day. Yeah, kids enjoying themselves on the fun fair. We are at the seaside when all's said and done.
80. $140.
Can he? I was going to say, can he get a 140 as well? But I fancy Martin Phillips here. Might leave this. Oh, and that's not the first time he's done that. He did it a couple of visits ago. Last dart went in the 1, that one went in the 5. Even so, he should win this leg, shouldn't he?
He should do, but we've been here before with Machin, setting up a shot really well from this kind of area. And if he get another one in there, well,
100.
he did need another dart in there, I feel, to make Phillips think a little bit more about this 95. Decided to forego the bull route there.
45.
But we mentioned Machin's top finishing so far in this tournament, and what he'd give for a 134 here, not to be now. So Phillips will be coming back to retake the lead.
52.
And the treble 18 there, so 50 for Phillips. That's the 10. Now the tops. Oh, okay. Well, he duly obliged. But Machin with that 3-2 lead.
100.
No, sorry, Phillips has the 3-2 lead. Machin with the darts here, I mean, should be able to level up at 3-all with a decent leg. Each has broken the other one, so we're basically on throw. Good darts these, good darts. Oh, I expected a lot. He's hit a few 180s as Martin Phillips, 16 during the tournament. I think that's the most by any player.
$85.
Important last start, so Phillips coming down the board, squares off the 170. And if he can take it out, break the throw and take 500 quid out of Machin's pocket, John.
Why not? Why not? Why not? It would save him having to change them into Australian dollars, wouldn't it? Yes. Oh, no.
134.
That's a great last dart, though. Sets him up nicely for a 13 darter, Hugh.
$60 for double 18. Yes, double 18. What a huge shot this is. Double 18.
138.
Well, almost brilliant. Now 36. Anything
Game shot
you can do,
Martin Phillips.
or you can't do, I can. And that's 3 legs on the trot now to Martin Phillips. Another break of throw, and this time now effectively Phillips is 2 breaks ahead because he's got the darts in the first place, and he's a break of throw ahead. This is already becoming, although it is first to 10, of course, becoming a bit of a trial for Machin.
Well, the pivotal moment so far has been those 2 missed darts for 3-1 lead for Machin.
Yes.
Still a long way to go, the first to 10. But he doesn't want to let Phillips get too much ahead of steam, because that's when this man's really at his best. We saw him blitz players earlier on in this tournament, didn't we? John, 6-0 over Carl Dennell in the first round, 6-1 over Mark McGeaney. Once Phillips gets into his rhythm, into his stride,
great front
he does
runner,
take some stopping.
which is rather appropriate, isn't it? A great front runner.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
95.
He's in control of this leg too. Machin just throwing a few straight darts the last few legs.
It's not leg 2, it's leg 7.
Yes, better darts.
140.
Tightened up with those 3, didn't he, John?
Good game. Yeah, good game. It's got a bit to go yet. Glad we were able to get back to you,
140.
folks. Bit of an emergency. We all had to leave our places and go to an emergency part of the building, which was well away from the potential danger that we were facing. And fortunately, and there's a 180 from Machin, his second of the match, 12th of the tournament. Thankfully, it wasn't
98.
in mid-match.
Peter Dwyer,
It
39.
was at the end of the ladies' final, and congratulations to Aileen de Graaf on winning the women's version of the World Darts Trophy.
7.
More missed doubles for Machin.
Martin, you require 8.
How we would have liked that double 16 to hit the target. It's Phillips looking at the target of double 2 for a
Game shot, the
5-2
seventh leg.
lead.
Martin Phillips.
Halfway
Eighth
to
leg,
victory
Peter
now.
to throw first. Game on.
And Machin, we were praising his finishing in this tournament, John, but it has been letting him down so far in this final in the main. He took out a brilliant 90 finish on the bull earlier on, which at that point in time, in the early stages, swung the match in his favour. But since then, a few missed darts at double,
123.
and Phillips has pounced all over him every time.
Yep.
100.
Okay, 100 there to Phillips. In response to that, 1, 2, 3. I can just about count to 3.
135.
A good exchange.
58.
In his second Darts Trophy final in consecutive years, lost to Darrell Fitton 12 months ago.
96.
Despite what was said earlier in the day by someone, I hinted or said that Peter Machin played well last year.
100.
in
Peter,
the
you require
final, but
147.
Darrell Fitton too hot to handle. I saw it differently. I think Darrell didn't play as well as he did getting to it, and Peter certainly so. But this time, and I think that he's a much
100.
better player than he was 12 months ago. He's certainly capable of
60.
really good effort in here. Every bit as good as those that's got him here. Double 16.
Shot
Yes,
in
I
the
think
play.
that illustrates
Peter
my
Machin.
point. He
Ninth
needed
leg,
that.
Martin
He hasn't
to
run
go
a
first.
leg since
Game
the
on.
third leg. He was due one in the 8th.
Yes, I think in last year's final we did have two tired dart players after playing so many matches on the one
100.
day, but Darrell was always that one step ahead of Machin. He does just look a lot fresher to me, John, 12 months on in this final, you're right.
96.
Easy,
140.
easy peasy for the man from Dolgethley when he's on song, you know. I've got to mention the Station Inn players, the Super League team that he plays for, and they're all watching with great
76.
interest, and no doubt shouting for their man, and rightly so.
Well,
Old and grey he may be, but still hits the 180.
yes, that will be very well received back home in North Wales, in the Martin Phillips camp. And this will be very well received back home in Australia. Yes, here we go.
180.
Well, that's the
Martin, you
third
require
180 for
81.
Peter. It was the first in this match for Martin Phillips.
Well, this is the second time, John, that Phillips has foregone the
36.
12 ball route
Peter,
with
you
Machin
require
on a shot. A
149.
big shot, admittedly.
Yes.
The chances are he's not going to get it. But you never say never in darts.
Well, if
You
he gets
never
a-
say
go on.
never in darts.
Double 16. Well, he's got it. He's done it.
John
149.
Peter Machin.
Absolutely fantastic. And that was a quite brilliant. And
Play.
even
To
Martin
go first.
Phillips applauds.
Game on.
Although I agree with you, perhaps he ought, on occasions like that, to go the bull route.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing, of course, but I just think when you're taking on a player of Machin's quality, I think you have to go the 12 ball route
97.
there.
Well, suddenly the Station Inn players won't be cheering quite as loudly.
97.
All credit to Peter Machin. After Phillips hit the 180, he was left with 329 to check out. to finish. He got a 180 and a 149, not unlike his 270 on 180 and 90 on the bull.
100.
That in itself should have been a lesson to Martin Phillips.
And there was a leg in between those, John, as well, where from 219 he hit a 180. Now he went on to miss the
Yeah, but
subsequent
only
39.
just, yeah.
But again, setting the shot up so well from the 200 mark.
Yep. A player who responds to the moment
46.
and the needs of that particular moment.
121.
And it was those kind of 10-plus finishes which he was left with in last year's final against Darrell Fitton, and Machin never really looked likely to hit them. The difference this year is that, well, he's not just looking more likely, he is hitting them. They've kept him in this game, frankly.
40.
Well, he's had a 150, he's had a 90 on the bull, he's had a 149. I wonder if he can get a 148 and complete that lovely 148, 149,
97.
150. I'm being silly now.
Well, meanwhile, Phillips, this has been a good response to the 149 shot, because 86 will be an immediate break back, and that will frustrate Machin if this goes in. We'll come to that in a second. Treble 18 for double 16, yes, double 16 for 6-4. Brilliant
Shot
darts.
the 10 flag.
Absolutely fantastic 14 dart response from Martin Phillips.
11 to
But that will
Rovers.
so frustrate
Game on.
Machin, because having done all that work with a 149 finish, he's now finding himself back where he was only a few minutes ago.
60.
2 legs down and a breakdown.
Yes. But he never looks to me as though he's unduly concerned. That's gone. He can't do anything about it. Pragmatic.
99.
Just get on with the game. I think that's what makes him such a great performer. It's a similar attitude to that of Martin
59.
Phillips, in fairness. I can't control what I can't control, but I can control what I've got in my hand, and that is 3 darts that can make me the BDO World Trophy champion.
$100.
Well, to produce a 14 darter against the throw when you've been hit by a hammer blow of a 149 finish, maybe the response of the champion.
123.
It could well be. It's certainly the response of Martin Phillips. Others may well have been affected by that. To what extent, I'm not sure. I think when you're up there on the hockey and you're focused on the game and the
60.
board, I do believe players, in the main anyway, just get on with the next leg. They realise that it's all part of the
96.
game. They do it to their opponent occasionally does it to them. Certainly this fella Peter Machin has obliged in this particular game a time or two. Yes, on a bogey here, Martin Phillips.
98.
Was it a careless bogey or?
Well, there was something he could have done about it. He's on 182 with the last dart, so 18 he would have been better advised for. And even there,
96.
that second dart left 86.
140.
Yeah.
If he'd hit another treble 19, then he'd have left himself 29. And it's very rare we see 29 being aimed for by a professional dart player. But anyway, 144 is coming in fast. Double 12 for another fantastic outshot. And lucky.
120.
Well, nothing's
Martin
safe with
McGuire,
Machin around
67.
at the moment. Anything with 3 figures below 170 and below. Needed the tops
47.
there, and that's a pivotal
Peter
moment, I
McGuire,
think. A big
84.
miss. So Machin to win another leg against the throw. Oh, that's surprisingly far away, isn't it? But that
In
isn't.
short, the
But
11th
that
leg.
isn't.
Peter
And
Machin.
once again, a break. But really should be throwing to lead, having. No, he hasn't got the darts. I'm sorry, it's
140.
Martin Phillips who has the darts. So, in the match, that is. So, Machin is only one break
82.
away from turning this around.
Well, you said it was a big miss, John. That one dart at tops for 7-4
Yeah.
might be a big miss in the context of the game, but it was a particularly far away dart. Even Phillips' gesture to the crowd just showed everyone how far away it was.
100.
Those darts aren't far away from the treble 20.
Yeah, 4 180s now. 14 in the. He's catching up
58.
Martin Phillips in that regard. 14 in the tournament. Phillips at the moment on 17 since we started on Friday. Only short games, of course, in the earlier part of the contest.
100.
Well, this time, as we watch Phillips. Yes, fantastic darts. But Machin, this was the kind of leg that he was hoping to put in the last time he had the throw to level things up. It's been a superb effort. And to round it off with tops, to level us up as 6 legs all.
61.
Drags it down, but he'll be back.
Phillips then 181, 121. Oh, brilliant. He won't be going for the 180 there, but that's
145.
fantastic to
Peter, you
set him up on
require 20.
36. Now suddenly Peter Machin's got to get this. But Peter Machin, being Peter Machin, oh, misses the big 10 by a mile, then goes for double 7,
Martin, you require
and
36.
he may well rue that.
218's biggest dart of the match.
Oh dear, left himself double 16, but surely Machin's not going to let him come back this time. Double 5. Oh, never looked
Martin, you
convincing.
require 32.
And now, double 8. Yes,
Shot on the 12
what a
leg.
leg that is in the end.
Phillips.
Another leg against the throw. But that
13th
could be
leg, Martin to
such a vital leg to look back on. It wasn't the best leg of the match, but it could yet be one of the most important, Hugh.
Well, he was on for an
81.
11 darter, John, was Machin in
Yeah.
that last leg. And it all kind of slipped away. Only 5 out of 18 on the checkout. It's on the combination shots that Machin has looked by far the better. But when he's had
140.
3 darts at double in his hand, a lot of the time he's failed to hit them. And Phillips,
He looked to me
78.
to be just losing his composure a touch. And I was never convinced that double 5, and I don't think he was, that it would go in. And what he thinks is a lot more important than what I do. But I was never
100.
convinced that he was happy about the situation.
he won't be happy about this situation.
140.
If that last dart entered the treble. Now, big visit this in this leg. If Machin can put in 2 trebles, it puts pressure back on Phillips. Yes, good darts.
140.
Excellent, excellent. Against the throw. Possibly causing Phillips
31.
there to
So
stray.
you require 121.
Well,
No.
again, John, bad counting because big 20 would have left a shot there, not
Yes.
big 19.
Yes, Martin's touch flustered, isn't he? Because it's about certainly the second or third time he's guilty of that.
Well, Machin can just afford to
64.
set up the shot now, can't he? I just think that these small things can make such a difference. You know, we saw Phillips forego the 62 early on in
Peter,
the
you
game, of
require
course,
57.
and paid the price. 17 for tops. For yet another break of throw. Double top. Double 10.
That wretched double 10.
He's
It's
shown
not
the
wretched
13th leg.
anymore.
Peter Machin.
As Machin this time,
14th
again,
leg. Peter to
eases,
go first.
if that's
Game
the
on.
correct word, I would suggest, works his way towards parity. Hold your throw, then strike on his, and the whole game has changed.
Well, this is the 3rd time in the row now where Machin has had the throw to level up.
59.
Is it going to be 3rd time lucky to make parity in this game?
5 legs in a row have gone against the throw.
17.
Well, disastrous from Phillips there. Only 59 from Machin was a poor score in itself, but now looks quite a decent score, doesn't it? Because 1 treble and Phillips is going to be a long way behind in this leg.
57.
Well, only a ton behind. It's rectifiable, isn't it?
100.
Absolutement, mon ami. Welsh, that, isn't it? No?
Mons 2, Mons 2.
Oh, yes.
115.
Oh, yes. Like it.
$83.
And so, with the throw and a 31 advantage anyway, that 270, we'll remember that going back to the third leg. Got a 180 and then hit 90 with the bull to complete it in 6 arrows.
60.
Well, he was nearly in nearby Cadoxton when he threw that dart,
100.
John, but wasn't able to find what he wanted. I have to switch now.
78.
And no problem at all. 132 when he comes back to the hockey. Depending what he scores
21.
here, will probably determine which way he's going to go. And, well, Phillips, careless starts. Got to say, very careless starts. If it had been on a finish, then Machin would be going for the middle of the board, I presume.
Yes, it mirrors the 17 that he scored at the top of this leg, doesn't it?
100.
So, looks likely to go to 7 apiece now.
Well, the irony being, John, that Peter could level up with his weakest effort on his throw in the last 3 legs. Already 18 darts thrown, but double 16, he won't care a jot if this dart lands in double 8. Or again, troubles with the finishing? No
Game short,
troubles with the
14th
finishing,
leg.
not
Peter
this
Machin.
time.
15th leg, Martin throwing
And
first.
it is 7 legs apiece.
Nice to see a leg go with throw for once. The last one was
82.
the 8th leg, and that too was Machin. So, Martin Phillips, effectively now with best of 5, Martin Phillips has the throw in 3 of them. But the way this game is
99.
meandering's the wrong word, changing course in certainly, you never quite know what's coming next to you.
140.
Yes, it's been an old-fashioned scrap, this one, hasn't it? There's never been too much between the players. I don't think there's been more than 2 legs between them in the whole contest. There's been so many breaks of throw.
96.
Yes, at one stage, after 7 legs, Phillips was 5-2 up. Then we saw
41.
2 legs go to Machin, then the next one, and then they've gone alternately until the last 2 have gone to Machin. So in fact, Machin has won 5 of... The first 7 went
96.
5-2 to Phillips, and the last 7 have gone 5-2 to Machin.
It's been a tremendous effort to haul himself back to 7-all. This is a tremendous effort from Phillips.
140.
He's going to get first dibs at 98. For an 8-7 lead, what pressure can Machin apply? Yes, another one in there, and it's anybody's leg.
140.
Yes, a
Martin
nice
Aguirre,
140
98.
leaves him on 70. 98, 38 wanted. Double 19. Oh,
He's
he's
got
no
the 15th
fear
leg.
at all.
Martin
Absolute.
Phillips.
And that's what I mean by
16th leg, Peter
spontaneous.
through first.
He's.
Come on.
I described Eileen de Graaf during her day, during today at one stage, I think it was in the semi-final, as the Martin Phillips of the ladies' game. She too is a spontaneous kind of player, throws quickly,
42.
sometimes erratically, but when they're going, they really go. And there's an example. Fearless. Will go for anything.
100.
When the going gets tough, trust your instincts, and Phillips is one of the most instinctive dart players out there, isn't he?
Indeed.
And I wonder whether that's just going to get him over the line here in Barry. Not if Machin has anything to say about it.
140.
And he certainly does. He certainly does have a say in it. He's the only person who can stop him winning. I can't. You can't.
140.
The viewers can't. But he still thinks and believes, I'm sure, that this is doable.
38.
Well, massive opportunity for Phillips now. A break of throw here, John, would have to
60.
say, would be so crucial for Phillips. Only 60, closed his eyes in frustration, how he would have hoped for at least one dart to enter the treble. but still in a strong position. Machin having to work really hard just to hold his throw again. Hang on in the
140.
match.
How many times has he done that? That 281 has become 141. And suddenly,
58.
with Phillips only getting
Peter
58,
Uruguayer,
that
140
140 was like so many of the shots earlier in the game. The shots that set the final outshot up, double 12 for a 141 finish. And again
Game
we
shot in the
see it.
16th leg.
Brilliant,
Peter
brilliant
Machin.
darts. 281
17th
seen off
leg.
in
Martin to
6
Wolfers.
arrows.
Game on.
Absolutely fantastic, this player. He really is. When you see he's hit a 150, he's hit a
60.
90 on the bull, he's hit a 149, he's hit a 141, and 3 of those finishes at least, I think other than the 150, have been under duress. Not that he looks as though he's under duress.
57.
I had the 90 with the bull because to me it's every bit as good as those 2020, and he needed the bull. But yes,
93.
those are the three figure finishes.
Well,
and at crucial times, absolutely crucial. But on each occasion, he's also set them up.
Well, at one stage in that leg, John Phillips was 80 ahead of Machin
61.
and only scored 60 and 58. And
Absolutely.
I just think if he was able to set up the shot,
I agree, but that's gone now. We've got to look forward to the
42.
next bit.
oh, absolutely no, he can't afford to be.
I think we've got to
thinking
give
of-
credit to Machin rather than discredit Phillips.
Oh,
But I know
absolutely.
what you're trying to say.
If your opponent's going to take out 281 in 6 darts, there's nothing you can do about it. I just think maybe Phillips could have made the 141 more difficult for Machin.
137.
But as it is, down for 19s.
59.
And now, if there was an opportunity for Phillips in the last leg, there's certainly a massive one here for the Australian. And my, is he taking advantage? 18s perhaps here. That second dart is blocking.
98. $100.
Highly competitive
Uruguayer,
leg, 8 apiece.
148.
Phillips with the throw, but Machin's effectively taken it from him. And if a few moments ago there were signs of Martin Phillips taking command of this match,
140.
then that's
Martin Uruguayer, 147.
well and truly in the history books now, because double 4 will put Machin ahead.
59. Peter
I
Uruguayer,
think I'm
8.
right in saying for the first time in the match.
Game shot in the 17th
Well,
leg. Peter Machin.
He's got
18th
that against
leg.
the darts.
Peter
He's
to
throwing
go
first here, and
Game
he's
on.
throwing now for the title. What a moment for him. Martin Phillips might be thinking, how have I let this slip? But Machin sneaked up on him so many times.
Well, this is the biggest leg of Machin's life. Oh, unlucky.
121.
I thought he was going to start it with a 180, but
Might have done.
it's
Yeah.
Phillips now. He's the one having to respond. And my, how is he responding?
180.
Yeah. 121, but then 180 giving Phillips an advantage, and
96.
a treble here, and he's still got control of the game. 41 isn't good enough, and that's a problem. It's all really well getting a 180, but if you're going to follow up with 41, you don't gain the advantage. And Peter Machin still has the throw, therefore, in his favour.
96.
96 and 96.
$81.
$188 points away from the World Trophy title.
135.
So, 53, when he comes to the board,
82.
is what he'll need.
Peter Uruguayer,
And Peter
53.
Machin, who's only just taken the lead in this match at 9-8, wants double top to become the BDO World Trophy champion. Double 10. Oh, it hurts. 2 darts to win
Martin, you
the
require
title.
117.
Now then, 117. That's most disappointing
77.
from his
So you
and
require
our point
10.
of view. Those of us who want it to go all the way. Tops. Oh, sorry, double 10. Double 2. Yes,
Shot.
double 2
And
it
the
is.
2017
Peter Machin does
BDO
it.
World Trophy
Peter
men's
Machin is
champion.
the
Peter
darts
Machin.
World Trophy winner, the BDO champion here in Barry. What a victory for the Australian. Defeated in the final 12 months ago, he goes one better this time around. A great success for him, a great success for Australia, and I know all in Australia will be proud of that man, Peter Machin.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, do stay with us. We are going to be bringing our finalists back onto the stage as well as our ladies champion very shortly. So do hang around and we'll be into our presentation very, very shortly. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is presentation time here at the 2017 BDO World Trophy. And we have with us to make that presentation our tournament director of the British Darts Organisation, Wayne Williams. He'll be handing the runner-up trophy of the men's competition over to a fellow Welshman. Ladies and gentlemen, he's done his country proud here this weekend, as he always does. Come on, let's hear it for the men's runner-up, Martin Phillips.
I get knocked down,
Martin, while you're with us, I know you're not liking the interviews. Thanks for doing them all weekend. I'm sure you just want to say one word about your opponent there, Peter Machin.
Well done. I can't square on stage. Good shots out, fair play for him. Bugger.
We said no swearing. Ladies and gentlemen, always does a great job for us here in Wales, Martin Phillips. I'm going to have to ask him questions in Welsh next time. I'm not so good with the Dutch. We are going to bring on stage our ladies champion from earlier on. Come on, put your hands together because she is the 2017 BDO World Trophy Ladies Champion, Eileen de Graaf. The 2017 Ladies BDO World Trophy Champion is Eileen de Graaf. We won't let you run away. Eileen, you've waited a long time to get your trophy. We'll cast our minds back to your final. 5-0 up, I believe, and then did the nerves kick in?
Yeah, the nerves were kicking in, really. I had to hit double second. It was almost green. It was almost a triple, so it was close.
Were you surprised? You looked it actually with the scoreline. It almost seemed to distract you that as the legs kept going, that Anastasia wasn't coming back at you.
Yeah, she was coming back, and I was a little bit losing my concentration, and the nerves was really kicking in, really. I was happy that I didn't pass out on stage. So.
Well, so are we. So, a Winmore World Masters champion, now the BDO World Trophy champion. The BDO hat-trick has one left, the Lakeside.
Yes, I want to win the Lakeside. That is my absolute goal. So.
Brilliant. And any more final words for us? Thank you. It makes a comeback. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion, Eileen de Graaf. Well, now let's present our men's champion. We've been mentioning it all weekend long. Came to the Lakeside 12 months ago for the BDO World Trophy and reached the final. He's gone one better. He's the 2017 BDO World Trophy men's champion, Australia's Peter Machin. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 BDO World Trophy Men's Champion, Peter Machin. He's already eyeing up the trophy. Yep, I hope that fits in your hand luggage. He's having a look at the names there. Yep, you joined James Wilson, Geert de Vos, Daryl Fitton, 2017 champion, Peter Machin.
It ain't coming off of there, is it? No way. This is beyond my wildest dreams to be able to win this event. I knew 4 weeks ago I was going to come across to it. And my wife was unsure if she was going to come, and we got it through. And I just wanted to give her an experience. I've been playing for Australia for the last 7 years, and you know, I got the opportunity to come here last year, and I just wanted to give her, you know, a taste of what I've got to, you know, be able to do. And to come here today with her by my side and win this title, it's beyond my wildest dreams.
Well, congratulations, Peter. And I'm glad your wife was here to see it. We were all here to see those checkouts. We have to mention some incredible finishes in that final. The bull finish on the 90 was key, but the big ones, the 150, 149, 141, and you missed a couple of big ones as well. I mean, every time you were on a big finish, you threatened it.
I actually heard the commentators on the 141. I actually heard him say I was going to hit this, and I went, okay, bang, done.
So thank you to Mr. John Gwynn for that particular part of commentary. Peter, you came here 12 months ago, unknown to many of the British darts viewers. You've come here as somebody we rated. You're going to come back next year as the defending champion.
I've got to qualify through Australia, and unfortunately I've had a bit of a bad run for the first 5 months. So I really have to knuckle down now and win a few majors to get my spot back here next year. But I really want to win the Australian singles, and I really want to play Lakeside. That's my ultimate goal, is to play at the Lakeside.
Well, we all hope that we see him there. What a wonderful player. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, Peter Machin. So, as always, we are going to get the two champions together on the Oki for a photograph. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time, pay homage to the 2017 BDO World Trophy champions, Eileen de Graaf and Peter Machin.
Champions, it has to be said. An emotional Debbie there.
Let's see them both lift the trophies up on high. Come on, above your heads. Our two champions, Eileen de Graaf, Peter Machin.
Fantastic 4 days here in this wonderful part of the world.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the British Darts Organisation, thank you for joining us, whether here in the venue or watching us on television or indeed online. It's been our pleasure to bring 4 days of great darts to you here in Barrytown. And we all look forward to bigger and brighter things for the BDO World Trophy in 2018. So the final words, as always, hi-ho!